The door to the small bedroom was left ajar. The third victim was curled up in the corner behind the door. He had huddled into a tiny shape. The remains showed a terribly conflicting state. Parts of the form were dried and blackened from dehydration, while other parts remained heavily swollen and decayed. This blurring line between life and death made this specific view exceptionally terrifying. He seemed to be the one who wanted to escape this house of tragedy the most, yet ultimately fell in the place closest to the exit. Even veteran detectives who had seen countless grim scenes, confronted with this sight, could not help but gag from the depths of their throats. The forensic expert stood in the center of the chaotic living room, remaining motionless for a long time, not knowing where to even begin. Darkened, dried traces were absolutely everywhere. Splatters and smears and drips. All kinds of marks covered the entire floor, the walls and even the ceiling, forming a grim and haunting abstract picture. Amidst those dark marks there were signs of heavy trampling and dragging. We took our positions and worked in absolute silence. Not a single person said a word. I scanned the surroundings, my eyes passing over the overwhelming traces across the room. Suddenly I noticed a calendar from last year hanging on the wall, held together by a rusty iron clip. The date was frozen right on October 24th, 2007. In shock, I looked over at the forensic expert. This couldn't be the actual date of the incident, right? It's been a freezing winter for the past 6 months, and looking at the level of decay here, it perfectly matches that timeline.